A complete unknown fact versus fiction. Bob Dylan's specialists examine whether the celebrated biopic is real or fantastic. One technique to evaluate a film is to ask, how does it feel? However, you might have left the theater singing to yourself, to the tune of Like a Rolling Stone, after seeing the Bob Dylan biopic A Complete Unknown, which debuted on Christmas Day. How much is real? To put it succinctly, a lot. However, the long answer is admitting that director James Mangold's picture takes some liberties, such as condensing timeframes, combining disparate incidents, using made-up character names in a few instances, and incorporating moments of pure imagination and fictionalization. Enjoying A Complete Unknown without worrying is definitely doable. Our primary guide is Elijah Wald, who literally wrote the book on this subject, as in, the 2015 book that was optioned and gets a based-on credit at the beginning of the film. Dylan Goes Electric. Newport, Seeger, Dylan, and the Night That Split the 60s. He's very high on the film, even though he's independent enough from it to point out areas where the screenplay deviated from his source material. We also talked with David Brown, author of the recently released Talk in Greenwich Village, The Heady Rise and Slow Fall of America's Bohemian Music Capital, who is similarly a fan of the film, even if it sketches the folk scene in shorthand. Finally, we discussed it with Ian Grant, a Dylan buff who is the co-host of two Dylan-centric podcasts, Jokermen and Never Ending Stories, the latter of which last week featured a heated discussion of the movie's accuracy. Mangold recently told Variety that the film is not a Wikipedia entry and he didn't feel a fealty to a documentary level of facts, but also pointed out that, besides relying on Wald's book and other historical source material, he based his version of the script, written with Jay Cox, on many hours he spent personally talking with Dylan. In any case, many of those who've been in Dylan's orbit over the years have given it high marks. Kevin Odegaard, who played guitar on Blood on the Tracks, wrote, "We loved every minute." Critics who pick apart the imaginative world of composite characters and compacted historical footnotes are the dogs who caught the car. They miss the emotional punch of James Mangold's poignant Hollywood movie. And Roni Blakely, a veteran of the Rolling Thunder Review Tour, wrote, "I am happy for Bob to be so carefully portrayed that his legacy stirs excitement today just as it did then, his magic and greatness self-evident and timeless." And we get a glimpse of what it cost him.